this is balmy.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Well, we're perfect, of course. Come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna go Canada Go too. Go Canada Go.
Hey guys, it's Dane Patterson here for KelownaNow. We're out here on the street talking to citizens about Bill C-45 and the legalization of marijuana to see how they feel about it. So how do you feel about the recent legalization of marijuana that's coming in October 17th?
I'm not too enthusiastic about it because I don't use it. And I haven't been following the developments all that closely, but it's not something that I plan to use anyway. So
I think there's a lot of things that people aren't thinking or talking about. I get the excitement. It's pretty cool. It's a wild time, I guess, but not to go all political or anything like that, but there's a reason that it is being legalized, hopefully more so for medicinal purposes. You know, like maybe we can find some cures. You know, hopefully there's more good than bad, but in the end I think it's all profit for the government. So I don't mean that in a negative way either, but I think they're smart in what they're doing, and that's why they took the time to basically go down every avenue and ask themselves, how are we going to benefit from this?
I honestly, whether it was legal or illegal, everyone's going to do it. I feel that it is a gateway drug, so now that it is legal, just like smoking at schools, it's just going to be shoved under the rug and we're going to have more problems in the future.
Well, I actually like it. I'm not against it. Paraguay's did it for years and they seem to be handling it good, so I think we'll kind of follow suit.
It doesn't matter much to me as I'm not a user at all. So if the government's going to pull revenue from it, I suppose that's a good thing. If we're going to see more accidents because of impaired driving, that's a bad thing.
And I'm conflicted about it. As a teacher, I have some specific concerns about drug use and escalating with our youth. I also have increased concerns about the increased THC. I like the idea that it will be regulated. So I think that's a good thing.
I think it's probably overdue, and I think there's a lot bigger issues. It'll be finally good when it's all done, because I think the world has bigger pressing issues than that. I think it's a non-issue. I don't think it changes much who smokes it and who doesn't. So it's good to have it in the rearview mirror.
How do you feel? Do you think it's a positive or a negative for BC?
It honestly depends on the person you are. I mean, if I'm not saying, well, with pot or anything like that, or marijuana, whatever you want to call it, for recreational use, you know, if you're smart using it, it's just like anything, moderation. So if you're excessive, anything can be habit and anything can be addictive. So it doesn't matter if it's coffee, alcohol, cigarettes. You know, you abuse that too much, you know, you're just going to be chasing something that's just not there anymore, and it's kind of going to lose that mentality of what weed's been for the past like 100 years.
In my personal experience, I used to smoke weed and it did lead to worse things, led to more problems, psychological problems, more mental health issues. It's already an epidemic, and people say that marijuana can help anxiety. I feel a little bit different on that. So
I think it's got a lot of medical advantages and stuff like that, and I don't think anything really changes except the legalization takes the criminalization out of it, so that's good. And we can move on to bigger, more important issues.
I'm really concerned that parents, we have parents now who actually provide drugs to their children, and I think that's without the knowledge of the broad-based research that demonstrates the brain effects of drug use on youth.
Well, inhaling raw smoke can't be really good for you, can it? So that could be a very negative to the health aspect of the users, and therefore the health care costs of Canada. Pros, again, money.
So you heard the opinions of some Kelowna residents on the recent passing of marijuana. Tell us how you feel at news@KelownaNow.com or in the comments below. For KelownaNow.com, I'm Dane Patterson.